I think 90 Day Fiancé star Libby Podcast Kastravit wears rose-colored glasses sometimes, looking for the best in a husband. Andrei Kastravit, who often treats her badly. A lot of people in relationships put up with more than they should. In matters of love, it's a fine line between compromising and being a doormat. While I respect Libby and feel that she's a fundamentally good person, who's perhaps been too dependent on her family for money and employment in the past, I don't always trust Andrei. It's down to me. The difference in the clothes she wears? Down to me. The change has come. She's under my thumb. Under my thumb, the Rolling Stones. The thing is, I actually think Andrei loves Libby. It's just that he's such a hothead. Sometimes, Andrei can't help but freak out, and when he does, he may really hurt his wife. It reminds me of that Rolling Stones song, Under My Thumb, where Mick Jagger brags about taming a woman who used to be more independent. I don't want Libby to live with the kind of rudeness and male chauvinism that I saw on screen. Is Andrei just pretending that he reformed? He may be mean and rude behind the scenes. For years, Andrei's given the men of the world lessons, showing them how not to treat a woman. Whether he's rudely ordering the long-suffering Libby to listen double, cursing at her in his native tongue, or cutting her off from her own family, which he described as a cult. As per U.S. Magazine, he is so out there. The fact that he'll do this stuff while the cameras roll is actually a bit disturbing. Sure, Andrei's crazy like a fox, as the saying goes. He's more than intelligent enough to know that his ongoing fame is tied to acting out. Behaving badly is his personal brand. Thanks to physical fights with Libby's brother, Charlie Pothast, using her dad Chuck Pothast, who got treated like a human ATM, and bossing her around, he's become a villain. He's rewarded with clout and fame, so maybe he doesn't see a problem with what he does. I think Andrei's built a pretty nice life for himself in the US of A. He can enjoy frequent workouts. He can go on holidays. He can pose for happier-than-ever family portraits with Libby and their 2 children, showing the world that he's got it made. Andrei has an ego, but most people do. That's not why I have a problem with him. I just worry that Libby gets talked down to a lot and internalizes a lot of pain. Now he's grabbed the brass ring, American citizenship. However, he took advantage of some people, steamrolling them in pursuit of his goal. Hopefully, his intentions with Libby are not of the green card hunting variety. Libby is a strong woman. She's birthed 2 babies. She raises them. She records nursery rhymes. Libby worked in the property management business for years. She is a reality star. She is more than Andrei's wife, and I don't want her to feel like she has to do everything he says. Obviously, she's been head over heels in love with this guy from day one. Maybe now and then she loses herself and feels a sense of emptiness. That's what happens when a person lives with a cruel partner. What's most troubling about Andrei is that he's hot and cold. I think that when he's happy, he's probably the most loving and passionate partner around. He probably love bombs Libby like nobody's business, but when the rain falls, he could be a nightmare. If life gets hard, Andrei may lash out, saying mean things that Libby can never forget, no matter how hard she tries. If that's the case, she's living out a heaven and hell dynamic that may be taking its toll. 90 Day Fiancé star Libby is a sweet person, but she may be kidding herself sometimes, desperately believing in a man who makes her feel like she just isn't good enough. If Andrei really loves her, and I believe he does, he should be gentler. They share 2 wonderful children, Eleanor and Winston, and no one wants to be berated all the time. It's demeaning, and she has never ever deserved it. I think Andrei can do better than what I saw on screen. A lot of fans are probably rooting for Libby, really wanting her to be happy. Can Andrei actually be any kind of Prince Charming for her? Maybe not. Based on what's been showcased on TV, the photogenic influencer Libby has to push down her anger all the time. I don't think that's healthy. While the benefits of being with Andrei may outweigh the drawbacks, on bad days, she may wonder exactly what she's gotten herself into. I hope she understands how powerful she is as a person, and doesn't define herself based on what Andrei thinks. I'd want the 90 Day Fiancé celeb to be her own person. Reevaluating Libby Podcast Kastravit's relationship with Andrei Kastravit. A closer look. Libby hast Castravet, a prominent figure from the reality series 90 Day Fiancé, often appears to wear rose-colored glasses when it comes to her husband. Despite his sometimes troubling behavior, Libby seems determined to see the best in him. This dynamic raises important questions about the nature of love and compromise in relationships. Many individuals find themselves in situations where they tolerate more than they should, and it can be challenging to distinguish between healthy compromise and becoming a doormat. While I have a great deal of respect for Libby as a fundamentally good person, I can't help but feel concerned about her dependence on her family for financial support and employment, as well as my reservations about Andrei's character. The complexity of love and dependence. Libby's journey is marked by her strong ties to her family, which have sometimes led to a sense of dependency. This reliance can complicate her relationship with Andrei, who often exhibits controlling behavior. The fine line between love and dependence can blur, leaving individuals feeling trapped in their circumstances. While Libby is undoubtedly a loving mother and a dedicated partner, her relationship with Andrei raises questions about her self-worth and independence. Andrei's temperament. A double-edged sword. It's clear that Andrei has a passionate side, and I believe he genuinely loves Libby. However, his temperament can be explosive. There are moments when he loses control, and his outbursts can be deeply hurtful. This volatility is reminiscent of the Rolling Stones song, Under My Thumb, where the lyrics suggest a sense of ownership over a partner who was once independent. I worry that Libby may be experiencing a similar dynamic, where her individuality is overshadowed by Andrei's domineering behavior. Behind the scenes, the reality of Andrei's behavior. For years, Andrei has inadvertently taught men everywhere how not to treat a woman. His behavior, which includes belittling Libby, cursing at her in his native language, and isolating her from her family, is alarming. The fact that he displays such behavior on camera is particularly concerning. It suggests a troubling pattern that may extend beyond what viewers see on screen. Andrei seems to understand that his notoriety is linked to his controversial actions, and he may be leveraging this for fame and attention. The illusion of a perfect life. Andrei has managed to create a comfortable life for himself in the United States, enjoying the perks of fame and the benefits that come with it. He presents a facade of happiness through social media, showcasing family portraits that suggest a picture-perfect life. However, this image may be misleading. Beneath the surface, there may be a darker reality where Libby feels belittled and undervalued. It's essential to recognize that while Andrei may enjoy the trappings of success, the emotional toll on Libby could be significant. Libby's strength and resilience. Libby is undeniably a strong woman. She has given birth to 2 children, manages their upbringing, and has a career in property management. She is more than just Andrei's wife. She is a multifaceted individual with her own aspirations and talents. It's crucial for her to remember her worth and not allow Andrei's behavior to define her. While she may be deeply in love with him, it's vital that she maintains her sense of self and independence. The emotional roller coaster of their relationship. One of the most troubling aspects of Andrei's behavior is his inconsistency. When he is in a good mood, he can be a loving and passionate partner. However, during difficult times, he may lash out, leaving Libby to grapple with the emotional fallout. This heaven and hell dynamic can be exhausting and damaging. It's essential for Libby to recognize that she deserves a partner who treats her with kindness and respect, regardless of the circumstances. The impact of Andrei's behavior on Libby. Libby is a kind-hearted person, but she may be deceiving herself by believing in a man who often makes her feel inadequate. If Andrei truly loves her, he should strive to be more gentle and supportive. Their 2 children, Eleanor and Winston, deserve to grow up in a loving environment free from conflict and negativity. No one should have to endure constant belittlement, and Libby certainly does not deserve to be treated that way. The future of Libby and Andrei's relationship. Many fans of 90 Day Fiancé are undoubtedly rooting for Libby, hoping for her happiness and fulfillment. However, the question remains, can Andrei truly be the partner she needs? Based on what has been portrayed on television, it seems unlikely that he can fully embody the role of a supportive and loving partner. Libby may find herself suppressing her anger and frustration, which is not a healthy way.